Welcome everyone to the channel. Today we're going to be opening Stranded TCG. The new packs did arrive, so we have Stranded TCG set 1, the box, which has 36 cards and is everything you need to play the game. And then we have the Stranded TCG set 1 card pack. So this is going to be 18 cards that will boost whether you have just a randomized box or whether you have a starter deck, which will be up soon hopefully. They're just good for everything. So we're going to be opening these right now. So yeah, we're going to start with I'll start with the pack, and I don't have scissors, which might be a mistake, but I think I can get them. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, all right, let's take a peek at these cards. Okay, so here is the card back. So it's a little goofy. I'm not sure why it did this, but as you can see, there's like a little black line on the sides of it, but not on the top or bottom. So I'm not sure if I'll keep that or not. Probably want to change that, but it doesn't look too bad. So we'll see. But yeah, this is the card back. So then we will begin. So our Stranded, and I'm trying to make it so you can see here. So you can see the cards. I'm going to try and move this up a little bit. Okay. Hopefully that works. Okay. Plentiful Forest, and man, they all have that little thing where the top isn't cut. So that's odd. I'm not sure if that's something that happened to all of them, because I feel like I did leave a black border. So maybe they cut the whole black border. You know, don't really know, but okay. Playful Forest is the Stranded, so you get one Stranded in the pack, and this one is a pretty good one for fixed gain decks. Usually, you're going to want to have this one as your Stranded, so that's pretty good Stranded. Then our first Crumb is Zozon. Draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. It's a character. This is going to be a really good character for usually aggro decks or decks you want to get a lot of cards. So it's good. Veteran Soldiers, our second Crumb. Very good card. No effect, but 4 cost, 4 fixes, and 2 health makes it one of the better supports in the game. Okay, Iron Sword, a classic Crumb. Very basic. Just does 2 damage to target active character support. Very simple attack card. Then we have the Baby Pig, which is a counterpart and combo card with the 2 other like farm themed guys, the Shepherd and the Baby Sheep. So Baby Pig, 1 health, 1 cost, 1 fix, and it says when you play it, if you play another support this turn, you get a coin, which is very simple. And yeah, the Baby Pig is definitely a very good support as well. Oh, that's a coincidence. We then pulled a Shepherd. So Shepherd combos with the baby creatures. So his ability, 3 cost, 1 health, 2 fixes, and he cosplay. When you cosplay him, you can free play a 1 cost support from your deck, and you know Baby Pig is a 1 cost, Baby Sheep is also 1 cost, so he works well with them. Our next one is we got the classic Businessman. Always good to have him. Businessman is definitely a staple of Stranded. So yeah, it's fun to have him. His ability says once per turn after you play support, you can get a coin. Very simple and very good for an engine too. Then we have Corn, which is the counterpart to the Iron Sword. Iron Sword says deal 2 damage to target AC or support, but Corn +3s target AC or support. So heal always does more than damage in this game, because damage is always better usually. Like doing 2 damage is usually better than healing 3. So Corn is usually less played than Iron Sword, but still good. Then another Crumb is Ayara. I'm not really sure how I want to pronounce her name yet, but she is a character with 12 health, and once per turn you can shift your characters, and whenever she shifts, you get a fix. So pretty simple. She's not really great right now, but she will be in set 2, because there's a lot more focus on shifting cards in set 2. So still on Crumbs, we have Wooden Planks, which just gives all your supporters an extra fix this turn. Very good for late game finisher card when you're about to win. Okay, then we have Stone Miner. When you play him, you can discard a structure. He's the only structure removal in the game right now, so he is basically a necessity if you want to get rid of those annoying structures that most decks have. Then our first bite is going to be Business Agent, which is a businessman themed card. 3 cost, 2 health, 1 fix, and his passive ability is the first support you cosplay each turn costs 1 less, which is very strong. You can either free play a 1 cost or play a stronger card for less, so that's good. Then you have Trilioax, character, very good character. Once per turn, he can discard any number of cards from your hand, and you get 1 coin for each card discarded. So a lot of strategies this is very good for. Then we have our Feasts. So okay, we don't only get 2 bites. I was a bit concerned, but no, there's more coming down the line. So our first Feast, which is the, rarest one, or besides buffets, but those are super rare, so I doubt we'll get one here, is the Expert Scientist, a 3 cost, 1 health, 1 fix, and when you play him, you can free play a support from your hand with 4 or less costs. So this can be, this could be Business Agent, this could be Stone Miner. Just keep in mind when you play this guy, an interesting thing is Stone Miner's ability says when you play him, but if we go to Shepherd, which is right here, Shepherd says cosplay, which means his would not work because he's being free played. So Expert Scientist is very good, but make sure you know whether it's a play or cosplay ability that you want to use. So then we have another bite, Iron Armor, which just is a surprise card that protects one of your guys from losing health. Very good card, especially when you're going up against decks that have a lot of damage. So this card can be really useful. Another Feast is Lava Blob. A 2 cost with 1 health and no fixes, but once per turn he can deal 1 damage to target AC or support. He was supposed to say -1 target AC, so I might need to change that before I release it to everyone else. I mean, the nerf is very small. It's just he's supposed to only damage characters, not supports as well. Then our next bite is Lava Walker. 6 cost, 5 health, and 2 fixes. Twice per turn, you can discard a card to draw a card. So very simple, super expensive, and gives you 2 fixes and has a lot of health, and his ability is pretty strong too. So a very solid card all around. Then we have another Crumb, it seems. Or, did I already, oh no, okay. Right, I forget. So, we got 2 Iron Swords. So this Iron Sword is actually the last rarity or the last thing you can pull. So you get 1 Stranded, you get, I forget how many, but you get, a certain amount of crumbs, bites, and feasts. And then you get 1 card that is the 1 card from the game. So every single card in the game is put into the slot, including buffets. And buffets are only in the slot, meaning you have a 3% chance of pulling a buffet, I believe. So or maybe it's 6%. It's something very low. You have a very low chance of getting a buffet. It also means you may get 1 duplicate like I happen to get. So I got 2 Iron Swords, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because Iron Sword is a pretty good card. But just be wary that you might get 1 duplicate. If you get more than 1, that's an issue. But 1 duplicate because this is the 1 from any card in the game slot. Except I don't think it includes Strandeds. But yeah, so that is the pack. Very good pulls, I would say. Our Feasts may not have been the best, but we got a lot of good cards besides that. Now we're going to open the box, and the box actually contains everything you need to have a deck. So it's just a randomized deck, basically, but I like the design on the box. It's kind of like shiny. You can see there's like little white lines, which are very fun on it, and then the front, of course, is the card back for Stranded. So we're going to open this. And then the sides, I believe, yes, the sides have this logo, which was going to be the Stranded back, but I did not make it the Stranded back. Instead, it is the logo. So, okay, so this is interesting. So, let's see here. What is this? Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see what that is. So this is interesting. These ones all have the line right here. So this may be just a Game Crafter issue. It is not, perfect. But I will double check to make sure that this is not on my end an issue. But what is this? It's another one of those things. Did they give me 3 of them? They did. Interesting. Okay. So this one, for some reason, all of these were cut where this line is really long. The other ones, it was both lines. So this line, nothing, this line, really long. So that's weird. But it might just be the Game Crafter that, they're one of the only places where you can release a game for practically nothing. So I appreciate them, even if they have a little bit of issues sometimes. So Businesswoman is going to be the first card we're going to get. She's a bite, and she is the third business card and the last business card in set 1. 3 cost, 1 fix, 2 health. And when you cosplay her, you get 1 coin for every other support you control. So pretty good for getting a lot of coins really fast. Our next guy, Construction Worker. Actually, very similar to Businesswoman in terms of her ability, but he is a feast. So he's going to be rarer. 4 cost, 4 health, 2 fixes. And when you cosplay him, you get a fix for every other support you control. So she gives you a coin, and he gives you a fix. So he's really good for late game, playing him when you have like 5 guys, and then getting 5 fixes, and then you end your turn, you get another whole bunch. So he's really good. Oh, we have another feast, Dynamite. Discard a card from your hand to deal 3 damage to target active character or support. Very good card for damage decks. Yeah, okay, we have another feast. Wow, Catapult. So when you play an action, you can play this card to cancel its effect and discard it, and then you destroy Catapult. So he's really good at removing annoying cards. Like if your opponent plays Dynamite, you can use this, play it down, and you get rid of the Dynamite. Then we have Chicken Leg, which is Dynamite, but for healing, like how we got Corn and Iron Sword. Chicken Leg says discard card from your hand to +4 target active character or support. So healing, but yeah. So then we have another bite with Noble Knight. His ability is that whenever he's damaged, besides when he starves, you get a coin, and then you can pay 3 coins once per turn to draw a card. So very good card if you need coins and cards. He is very he generates a lot of resources, which is very useful. We have another Iron Armor, which is good. You can never have enough Iron Armors. They're a very strong card. Sneaky Thief, very good card as well. 5 cost, 3 health, and 2 fixes. And his passive ability reads that the first support opposing players cosplay each turn costs 1 more. So he's like the reverse business agent, where he makes your opponents pay more for the guys instead of less. Or instead of you pay less. So he is really good at making your opponents get really mad. So if you like to make your opponents get mad, you might want to run a Sneaky Thief in your deck. Then we have Traveler. Traveler is the best card draw ability in the game, I would say, or at least right now. 3 cost, 1 health, and 1 fixed. And his ability is that when he enters play, you draw a card, and when he leaves play, you draw a card. So you play him, you get a card, and then when he dies, you get a card. Or if he goes to your hand, you get a card. So he's very good at getting a lot of cards. He works well with the eyes, particularly. So very fun of Traveler. Another Lava Walker. Good, we have more Lava Walkers. Expert Scientist. When you play him, you can free play support with 4 less costs from your hand. That's very good. Expert Scientist. We have another one with him. Another Business Agent. So we're getting some repeats. Oh, another Lava Blob. Okay. Oh, okay. This is interesting. We get a buffet. Comet Crash. So while I said there's a super low chance of getting them in the packs, in the boxes, there's actually a lot higher chance. So in the boxes, I believe it might even be guaranteed. And in fact, I think it is. I think you're guaranteed 1 buffet if you get the box. So that's another advantage of getting the box. You get everything you need, and you get 1 buffet. So boxes are pretty good, I would say. They're pretty good to get the game. The only issue is that if you want to, buy 2 boxes and play with those 2 boxes, it is completely randomized. So you might get, like we've gotten some, like Lava Blob and, Lava Blob and Sneaky Thief are more of like an Outlast, and Dynamite are an Outlast strategy, and then we have some more guys that are a little more like Construction Worker are a little more geared toward gaining fixes. So it's not going to be optimal, but it could still be fun to just have the random cards. So you do get 1 buffet, and Comet Crash is definitely a very good one to have. He just does 3 damage to up to 3 target supports, so really good if your opponent is getting ahead of you in supports and need to destroy them all real fast. Then we have another Stranded. We have Colorful Coral. At the start of a player's main phase, that turn player reveals the top card of their deck. So in the box, you will get 2 Strandeds, and you will get 3 characters. So I'm actually going to grab the character that we got. Let's see, our first character was Noble Knight, which is a very good character to have. So yeah, and then you get 2 Stranded. So our first Stranded was Colorful Coral, which is just kind of generically good Stranded. Doesn't really help a specific archetype except for one of the starter decks, which relies on revealing cards. But besides that, it's just a fun card to have. Then Second Stranded is Dry Desert, which says characters lose 1 more health during starving. So this one's going to be really helpful for decks that are going for more damaging and destroying supports. Or destroying supports and characters. So this one makes characters lose 3 health at the end of the round instead of 2, which can be really powerful if the game goes on for a while. Archer. Archer is our second character, and Archer's ability says, during your turn, you can pay 2 coins to deal 2 damage to a target AC or support. Notice it does not say once per turn, it just says during your turn. So you can do this unlimited amount of times. If you have infinite resources, you can do this infinite amount of times. It actually works well that we got Noble Knight and Archer, so that Noble Knight can generate coins, and then Archer can turn them into damage with his arrows. So that's fun. We have another baby pig, very fun. Buldolizer, very good card, I would say. 5 cost, 2 health, 3 fixes, and when he dies, you can free play 2 supports from your discard with 3 or less cost. So pretty expensive to get out, but his ability and his fixes are definitely worth it. He can be a game changer for your deck if you need a lot of fixes really, really fast. Even if they kill him, he still revives your guys. Another wooden planks, so that's pretty good. Then we have, here, I'll move this real quick. Okay, then we have Settlement, which you have to pay 3 fixes in order to play this. So, but at the start of your turn, if you control 4 more supports, you can draw a card and gain a coin. So he seems really appealing at first. It's like, oh, only 4 supports, you draw a card and gain a coin, that's really good. But he's very situational because you need to have fixes to play him, and if you get it early game, it might not be great, and if you get it late game, it might not be worth it. So it's really hard for Settlement to be good, but if you can get him to work, he is very strong. I mean, drawing a card and gaining a coin every single turn, that can win you games if you get that effect multiple times. So then we have Bow and Arrow, which says pay 3 coins to deal 5 damage to an AC or support. So very powerful ability. It's basically just an upgraded Iron Sword, but with a coin cost attached to it. So Bow and Arrow is definitely a really good card for damaging. It seems this deck, I mean, we got Dry Desert, we gotten a bunch of damaging, so it seems this deck has a lot of damaging stuff, which is fun. Then we have Horse, which says pay up to 6 coins, and for each coin you pay above 2, draw a card. So you can pay 6 coins to draw 4 cards, or you can pay 5 coins to draw 3 cards, or you can pay just 3 coins to draw a single card, although that's not great value. Usually this card is best by paying 5 or 6 coins, so you can draw a whole bunch of cards really fast. But it's just a good card to have in general, especially if you need a lot of cards really fast. So, very good card. Then we have gold coins, which is just very basic. It just gives you 2 coins and you play it. So, and this works well for Archer and it works well for Horse. Then we have Enraged Furnace, which costs 5, has 5 health, and gives you 2 fixes. And when you play him, you can defeat all opposing supports with 2 or more fix value. So this one is really good if your opponent is gaining a lot of fixes. You need to stop them, play down Enraged Furnace, they all get killed if they have 2 or more fixed value, which is a lot of characters. So Enraged Furnace, definitely good counter card if your opponent is getting a lot of fixes. Another Stone Miner, very good. Novus Soldier as the weaker version of Veteran Soldier. 2 cost, 1 health, and 2 fixes, no effect. So he's just good at getting a lot of fixes for his relatively low cost. Beautiful Garden is another structure card like the Settlement we got earlier. So his condition, you have to discard a card from your hand to play this, and then once per turn you can shuffle a card from your discard into your deck, which is just a really good card to bring cards back that you want. So say you want another Novus Soldier. If he's dead, you can use this ability and then he goes back into your deck. You do have to discard a card to play him, but if you want, you can discard it and then immediately shuffle it back into your deck. So that's pretty nice. Another Businessman, that's good, very good. Venison is the reverse Bow and Arrow. Pay 3 coins to give a target AC or support 6 health. So Venison is very good if you need to bring your guy back up. If he's about to die, you can pay 3 coins and boom, he's up to max again. So very good card. Another Corn, very good. Ember Dragon, 4 cost, 3 health, and 1 fix. And when you play him, he does 3 damage to target character or support. So Ember Dragon's a good damaging card. Welder, 3 cost, 3 health, no fixes, but once per turn you can discard a card from your hand or defeat one of your supports to gain 3 fixes. So Welder's good if you need to, say, the Traveler card I mentioned earlier. Whenever he leaves play, you draw cards. You can kill him, you draw a card, and you get 3 fixes. So Welder's not great by himself, but he's really good at comboing with other card abilities. So I would say Welder is definitely a very good card. Then we have Cannonball, which is another card that makes your opponents get mad at you, like Sneaky Thief. It's a surprise card, and when another player begins their building phase, you can play this card to skip the building phase, which, you know, that can be very powerful. Say they're about to gain, you know, 20 fixes in a single phase. It's like in late game, you play this down, and boom, they can't gain anything. It would make them really mad. So this card is good at stopping your opponent if they're about to win. Very good. Then we have Trilioax, which says discard any number of cards in your hand to gain 1 coin per card discarded. So I think we already got this guy. So yeah, we already got him. And then this is interesting. We got Zozon, which means we have 4 characters, and we're supposed to have 3. So I will need to go fix that. Don't worry. Hopefully, most of these issues, I can't confirm whether the weird cuts on these will be fixed, because that might not be an issue on my end. That might be the Game Crafter. But the issues like the 4 supports, that should hopefully, I'll go through and double check, that should be fixed by the time this is available for you guys to buy. But yeah, so that is Stranded. I can go through the cards real quick. We got a whole bunch of these, very, very fun. I really like the new design. I really like just the look of the cards compared to what they were previously. Here, this is the old box for Stranded right here. The old Stranded cards, I mean, Island Savages starter deck. So, I mean, they were very wordy. You can just see there's a lot of text on the abilities. They didn't really look great aesthetically. I personally love these new, it's kind of like a fun, you know, more casual feel, I feel like. So I personally love these new card designs. But yeah, this game will be up soon. Hopefully, maybe if you're watching the video, it'll probably already be up, I would imagine. So it will be a link in the description. You can go buy it. If you're not in my Discord server, that's where we play the game. That's where we talk about the game. It's where I show off the new cards I'm working on. I'm working on set 2 right now. Progress has slowed down because of school and track practice and all that stuff. But hopefully once... well, I really like to... I like to do track practice in school and all that stuff. But I also like Stranded. So once I don't have all that stuff going on, I will be able to work on the game again. But for now, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. But... that is hopefully all I have, I think. So yeah, if it would be great if you could support the game by buying it and just having fun. My goal is just for people to have fun playing the game. So the starter decks will be up semi soon. I have to playtest them because I haven't playtested them at all. So I need to do that. If you want to playtest the starter decks, definitely join my server where you can playtest them, which helps me a lot, helps me get them out faster. Then once I'm done doing that, I'll design them and I have to wait for them to arrive. But yeah, for now, this is all I have up on the Game Crafter. But it's a 50 card set. I should mention. You can see it. Each card has a number, so if you want to, kind of collect all the cards, you can just see what number each one has and see if you have all of them. Now, I believe the starter deck, or the box, comes with like 36 cards. So it will come with, 36 out of 50, which is a lot, or 36 out of 57 cards, so, which is a large chunk, but, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I am very excited to have this released, and, yeah, join the server and buy the game if you're interested. Have a good day.